welcome. I'm Dietrich Stout. I'm the Associate Director of the Center for Mind, Brain, and Culture, and I'd like to welcome you to our lecture from Dr. Shimon and Edelman. I'll say just a few words about the CMBC first, in case you're not familiar with it. We are a center here at Emory that's engaged in promoting research and conversation, interdisciplinary research and conversation at the intersection of mind, brain, and culture. We bring in a lot of programming, lectures, lunch talks, summer workshops. We also give small grants in support of interdisciplinary research that combines work across a couple different labs at Emory. And we also offer a certificate program for graduate students. Any graduate students out there in the audience, you can participate. We help you to select some classes outside of your home department, core class we provide, and also some seminars in which you get to talk about things interdisciplinary, and then at the end of it you get a certificate. You can find out about all of this stuff on our website, CMBC. .edu, and of course we'd also encourage all of you to become affiliates of the center if you're a student or staff here at Emory, and if you're not, you can get on our listserv so that you can find out about all these sorts of wonderful events that we're bringing to you. So today we're very lucky to have Dr. Shimon Edelman from Cornell University, where he is a professor of psychology. He has very wide-ranging research interests, as why this interdisciplinary center is bringing him in, which range across areas such as cognitive science, animal and machine vision, robotics and motor control, learning and learnability, theoretical neuroscience, neuroimaging, memory, computational linguistics, you can see why I had to write this down, acquisition of language and birdsong, consciousness, and metaphysics. He has literally uncounted by me, hundreds of publications, including 4 books, 1 edited volume, and 122 publications that have been cited more than 10 times. You know where I got that. According to Google, his work overall has been cited more than 14,000 times. So we only just met for the first time this past fall. So for a more personal touch, I went to his Psychology Today profile, which explains that Shimon was brought up in the USSR during a golden age that valued science geekdom, encouraged sci-fi addiction, and fostered general dissidence among the thinking classes. After emigrating to Israel, he aspired to study optoelectronics and laser engineering, but was turned by a clever book about AI and obtained instead a degree in computer science. As I mentioned, he is the author of 4 books, Representation and Recognition and Vision, Computing the Mind, How the Mind Really Works, The Happiness of Pursuit, and Beginnings. So these run the gamut from the more conventionally academic, like Computing the Mind, which is a widely used textbook in cognitive science. Some reviewer named Larry Barcelow described it as the future of the science. And Robert Goldstone simply said it was awe-inspiring. Then there is his most recent book, Beginnings, which he describes as a psychological, philosophical, science fiction anabasis. I had to look up what anabasis is. It's a march from a coast into the interior as that of the younger Cyrus into Asia in 401 BC, as narrated by Xenophon in his work, Anabasis. I'm sure you all knew that, but I didn't. So without further ado, I'll turn it over to Shimon, who will be speaking on a topic that is very near and dear to my own heart, which is verbal behavior without syntactic structures, language beyond Skinner and Chomsky.
Thanks so much.